Peut-être tout ça.
Hello, everybody, and welcome
Hello.
to Variant Edition's new show. My name is Brandon.
I'm Danica.
Yay! Danica's on location. Where she live?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, how have you been?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, the last couple months have been a lot. But hopefully I'll get some art in the background and it'll be more interesting than a white box. I've got books, but they're not even remotely organized and they don't look good. So
Yeah.
yeah. But I've got the cats. I've got the cats here. Let's see if I can.
Look at them.
The Variant Edition cat cam. Hey guys.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So yeah, we're making do. We have gone into April, and so it's been over 2 months since this whole thing started.
Yep.
And it's a lot. Made it past Easter. Yeah, Variant Edition has gone through some stuff.
Variant Edition. We're doing our best.
That has been
Shark.
our motto. Oh, I saw a gym.
Yep.
That is exciting, actually. Yeah, that's been our motto since January 24th.
Yep. We know it was January 24th.
Yep.
Because that is the last date we were able to log into our computer.
Yeah.
It reminds us whenever we try and do that.
But we're making it work at Medaway. They've been amazing, and especially since our timeline just keeps extending, and they are so great. So I hope we haven't overstayed our welcome. But yeah. Yes. So Variant Edition has 2 unofficial locations. Well, because our prime location is basically a warehouse right now, storage, and we have 2 locations.
Indeed. Just so folks are aware, because we haven't actually talked about this on the show.
Well, I mean, it's our personal life.
Exactly. Just the shortest answer to everything is we're okay. And are living apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so people know.
Yeah.
Because no, we're going to get that question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to start one of these dual location episodes. What we want to do is kind of expand the format because honestly, it gets a little bit logistically weird to have stacks of books at 2 different places and work that all through. So I got Stacky here. But what we want to do at the top of the show is to do something that we used to do on some other shows back in the days, sort of check in with each other and pop culture stuff that we're enjoying lately. So I know, Danica, you've been watching binging the show currently.
Yep. I am currently watching and enjoying Girls 5 Eva on Netflix. It's about a kind of a one-hit wonder girl group in the early aughts getting back together in like 2022 when the show started. And it's just giving me all the feelings because that was my time. Um, the songs they wrote for the group of the time are very, very, very well done. Um, they have the cast can all sing, of course, and they have Sarah Bareilles, who has had many pop hits, who is amazing and a hilarious woman. I haven't seen her act, so I was like, "Oh, this is exciting." And then when I looked up her songs, because I thought I knew like one or two of them. I know like 6 songs, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, they're all good." So I'm really enjoying that, and it's all about them coming back together and being a girl group, but now they're in their 40s. And just like I'm feeling it.
It's hitting at the exact right time, basically, and in 2 different times, more or less.
Yeah, absolutely, because they do a lot of flashbacks, right? Because they have like their younger versions, and then they have like clips from like videos they did and songs they did, and like promo stuff they did, which was horrifying because they mistreated girl groups very much. I mean, they always have.
Yeah.
It's no different in like 2001, but there are so many references that like I've gotten like 99% of them. There was like one name last season that I was like, okay, that might be like a really American thing. I don't know. But it's fun. It's really fun. And the songs are really good, even though they're terrible lyrics. Like they're supposed to be terrible lyrics.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they're writing new songs, which are also very, very good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So what have you been watching lately?
Outside of wrestling, as I prepare for WrestleMania, which is this weekend.
That's this weekend.
Yeah. I'm very excited for that because they're actually doing a good job this year. Wrestling, you sweet baby child. I've watched so many terrible things. Outside of that, I think the only thing that I've watched that isn't or listened to that isn't sort of like the world's really hecked up podcasts is Ricky Stenicki, which is like classic weird caper movie with John Cena as like a screw up Ricky Stenicki character. Basically, this group of friends when they were younger blamed this fictional person for any troubles that they might cause or whatever. And later in life, they create a situation where he really needs to exist, lest everything come crumbling down. It's okay. In that sort of like, there's bits of it where we're just like, okay, I get you. You're goofs and you're gross. But John Cena is really funny, and I really liked that the female characters also have agency in the movie, which is nice, especially when they're the ones essentially being gaslit. And so I found that an interesting evolution of the typical just like bro movie. Oh,
sorry. Max had he jumped and his back foot slid out. He made it, but
that was a big thud.
Yeah, the Russian judges are not pleased. 7.2.
One of my favorite things that you've done on your socials lately are loaf pan reviews.
I only did that once, and I totally stole it from Instagram, but it made me happy.
Danica would take pictures of Joy and Max and then adjudicate their loaf form.
It's hilarious. There's one account that I keep passing that like she goes into it and she just like really goes for the bit, and it's delightful because it's this orange cat and they do like a perfect loaf. And there was one where she compared the cat to like an actual loaf of bread, and of course the bread got 10 out of 10.
Well, yeah,
And so they
perfect
were
loaf.
like, well, how could you, how could the cat? And I think that the cat got like 9.9. It was like just horrendous. Everyone was like, no. It makes me laugh so much. But yeah, it was weird because just that morning they, I don't remember who did it first, but whoever was on the cat tower did a loaf. And then like I came back 10 minutes later and it was the other one doing a loaf. And I was like, click, 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 click. I have content.
The rare double loaf.
Yeah. So I'm officially a content creator now.
There you
No.
go.
Bleh. No, I just want cat pictures. I just put cat pictures on my Instagram. It's not content. It's just cats.
Not content, just cats. It's a pretty good one.
Yeah, that's the internet. Not content, just cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would subscribe. Oh my goodness. In the minutes before the show, I got real tired. I don't know why. But my energy just crashed real hard.
Oh no, how are you feeling now?
Pretty good. I'm rallying,
Yeah.
so that's nice.
It's usually why I have a piece of candy like right before the show, just to hot my blood sugar up. So if I'm feeling it, I just.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those moments where I was just like, oh goodness. Oh no, I've got 5 minutes. Oh no, why am I feeling like this? Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Did you eat?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. That's one thing that not living together means that I will check in. I had dinner. I had time to wash the dishes.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I didn't quite have time to wash the dishes, but
no. Well, I had a little cheat where I had leftovers from another night where I actually cooked. So Tuesday nights I can just like microwave cook.
Where did you hear this from?
Probably content.
Content.
That's all I can think of. No, we did not say that. We didn't say Connor Kent.
There's no new Connor Kent stuff happening right now. He was hanging out in Action Comics for a while when they're doing the whole Superman family deal, but now they're doing their Superman All Stars with a bunch of different creative teams. And that's funny. Especially, I think you're one of the people who gave a guff for these as well.
Yeah. How have you not? Okay. Well, if you ever want spares, we're going to replace them anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah. Content, cat tent.
Well.
Here we are again.
We should get to Stack. Now, Danica doesn't have much of Stack.
But I do have Previews World open, so I can read solicits.
I love it.
Yeah.
I will for quite a few of these. And you do also have one of our books with you as well.
I do. I have read about 3/4 of it. It's delightful.
Awesome. There's another one in here that you've read as well that we'll get to. But to kick things off, something that I forgot to talk about for a week and a bit.
There we
Look
go.
At this boy. It's called Full Tilt. It's from Jason Copeland. And it is a future noir tale. Now, Jason Copeland is a good old Canadian boy who has been working on this for, at least 5 years, posting a little bits on the internets. The one and only Foley has described this as, I believe, Sin City 2099. So it is kind of like, a little bit of Blade Runner, a little bit of Sin City, a lot of bit of action. This sweet bad boy says we'll set you back $69.99, which is only $5 more than the American price because we got a sweet deal on it. It also comes with this nice book plate and is signed actually in the book.
Oh.
There are extremely limited copies of this wonderful book. I am going to finally read it tonight because it is a lighter reading week, or at least as much as I possibly can. But I know Andrew is in these streets and he has gone through it as well. But yeah, it's so pretty. It's a giant. We're talking about this next one. You see, it's smaller. Look at that.
A little lower.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mirror like
Oh, it's not the mirror thing. I thought you were a little high, but maybe it was just my angle.
No, it's me trying to like match directions and whatnot here. The slightly different setup has me just like completely off guard in terms of where to hold things and whatnot. You get into like a little bit of a groove of just like, pow, this is the spot. Pow, this is the spot. So.
Yeah, I get you. Max, sir. Okay,
got a
I don't know.
scratcher?
Yeah, you might be able to hear that in the background. I'm sorry. I'll mute myself while you're talking.
All right. So we have the premiere first issues of Ghost Machine's opening lineup. So you have, as you can see here, Geiger starting a new ongoing series. This takes place in the future where horrible nuclear stuff has happened, and you get sort of like this action adventure of a man trying to do good by his family. There's spoilers and stuff. Anyways, he's a little radioactive man. This is from Jeff Johns and Gary Frank. You might know them from doing I want to say Beyond Watchmen, but that's not Doomsday Clock. Beyond Watchmen, among a bunch of other things. They are doing Ghost Machine, a line of comics with a lot of their fellow creators. You've got Redcoat, also by Jeff Johns, with Brian Hitch, and they're doing this obviously more the colonial times, and that's what I'm looking for, right? I get mixed up with my American ages, and these two are part of the Unnamed group of comics, which is a superhero-ish line that's going to be third pulling together. And finally, there's also Rook Exodus, also by Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok. So a lot of Johns for those of you who've had the craving, basically. This one is another feature where folks are set out in these different groups, and they all have different masks. So the Rook, obviously, being this fellow here. You also have an Angie Bear. See?
Well, it's not a good comic until you have an inky bear.
It's Angie Bear.
Does it have like a jetpack or a gun of some kind? Because I feel like in space you'd give a bear a gun.
They really should, or like a jetpack that is propelled by shooting guns out of the end of it. Yeah.
I'm glad this is only comics because this is terrible.
See, this is the wrestling content, but you got it a little bit wrong.
It's autocorrect. I'm sure it's autocorrect.
There it is. See, look at the Angie Bear. He's so hungry. Those are an exciting bit of business, because there are no lies, a lot of retailers who are actually putting a lot of push behind this line. They see this as sort of a return to a boom period for comics, and it does feature a lot of the creators from that boom period, like Brian Hitch, like Jeff Johns, like Gary Frank, and like Jason Fabok. They're all coming together to really do superheroes through their own lens and company where they own all of their stuff, and hopefully get compensated quite well during the process. We're going to need to look up Principles of Necromancy.
All right, one moment.
This is from the new Magma line of comics. A lot of these are, I feel like, that's a little inconsiderate to say refugees, are survivors from the crash of heavy metal, which was putting together different lines of books and whatnot. And this is one of the first ones from Jackson Lansing, Colin Kelly, and Eamon Winkle.
While brave knights and dangerous monsters wage endless war, business is booming for Dr. Jacob Eyes, a traveling physician whose arcane remedies are the closest thing to magic the world knows. Those gruesome miracles are only stepping stones for Dr. Eyes' ultimate ungodly goal, to overcome death itself. And now, a band of decimated barbarians, desperate to bargain for their lives, may just make the ideal next test subjects.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's going to end fine.
I mean,
Oh,
the cover
no.
is very peaceful. There's not body parts everywhere.
Yeah. Big yikes. I don't say that in a bad
Okay.
way. I just mean, oh, it's bloody as heck.
You have a button
And, like,
for that.
Yeah. Sweet sassy molassy. Well, this is going to be along the lines of for folks who really like Berserker and a lot of the more sword and sorcery, but with, you know, a little bit of necromancy mixed in, you know, as a treat.
As a flourish.
Indeed. Akugun.
Akugun. Okay.
Akugun.
Brutalizer of gods.
I would have brought in the Ramon Villalobos cover.
Oh no.
That dude.
Oh, you didn't?
Oh, it is.
Oh no. It's cover B.
This is cover
you
B.
get it?
Yeah. Yeah, this one.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. Sweet. So many abs.
So many abs. Oh, he's got side abs. Look at them. Look at the little cluster of side abs.
Oh, that's very
Classic.
90s. Very 90s. We don't know how bodies work, but muscle? More.
Yeah.
All right, that's not to say anything.
And
about
what
quality.
prevents you from looking like this?
Reality? Flesh? Flesh.
Flesh.
I'm gonna start chanting flesh in my apartment. In an age thought forgotten, I'm just gonna steamroll myself. When man, monster, and the divine all strode the earth, a lone warrior emerges to test the immortality of the cruel gods who would deal destruction with impunity. He is a one-man reckoning that stands in defiance of his divine masters, with a sword in hand and a thirst for godblood. One word. His name, Akugun, the Brutalizer. But like sword sounds.
Yeah. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
So
I
three powerful, oversized bi-monthly chapters. Not just oversized, not just bi-monthly. Powerful. I
love this answer. I love this answer to our question earlier. Men, what is preventing you from looking like this? It's true.
You know what? It is preventing us all. But given life, carbs will save us all. I don't care what it makes my body look like. I'm like, depending on your beliefs, we might only have this one life. So just eat the bread. Just eat the bread.
Just eat the bread. Very tradition. Just eat the bread.
I mean, I think I could say all carbs, but yeah,
The all carb diet.
all carbs. Oh no. No, everything good in moderation. That's the trick. But also, did you show the gills one? Because it does look like they look like
I
gills.
did. Yeah.
Ugh. They just look like they hurt. Like they would hurt. You know, like they'd be like bruise lumps.
Yeah.
No.
There was a tweet going around earlier when I was listening to the Daily Zeitgeist, which was one of the podcasts I listened to. One of the things they do is they end with some bits of social media that I found interesting. And one of them said, people, you need to eat a lot of vegetables if you don't want to die. Me, that's fine. I love potatoes. Other people, oh, potatoes is the only one you're not allowed. It's the only vegetable that's not good for you.
Then you
It's
shouldn't
like,
have
yeah.
called it a vegetable. That's not my fault. This is not on me.
Potatoes. If you want us to eat our vegetables and you're saying potatoes don't count, then you can get.
Yeah. Yeah, don't change the rules mid-game. Potatoes a vegetable or not? Like from day one, it needs to be a not vegetable. If it's
Yeah, Dad.
I didn't say it.
No.
I'm staying out of this one. Whatever you've got going on tonight, I'm staying out of it.
What's really funny about that one? It was just funnier to yell out "Dad" in that moment.
Yeah.
Mary, my stepmom had a period of time where she would just make food and just be like, guess what? I put broccoli in that. Because my dad wouldn't eat broccoli. Yeah. So he's not the one pushing vegetables. I could say that. He's a lot better now.
Well, you always told me when you were going to try something with zucchini, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, exactly.
Honest.
You don't gaslight the wife. Nope.
Don't gaslight your marriage partner. It's weird.
Yeah, exactly. It's bad. Don't do it.
Just because it was good enough for the boomers doesn't mean it's good enough for literally any other generation.
Yeah. We've got over the years, Danica and I have come into contact with a bunch of people who have always done the "oh, my wife, please," or the like, "my husband is so stupid." Maybe like your spouse. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a thing we like to try.
I mean, it's kind of the person you chose to spend literal decades of your life with, hopefully until the end, and you don't like them.
Oh no, to make me so angry. Oh.
Yeah. And it was like that for so long. And I think it's just the fact that our generation and younger is just like we're waiting to marry much longer, much further into life.
Yeah.
And then choosing someone who we want to actually be around. It's like, it's not hard. It's okay. It's like you missed the entire lesson on fall in love, choose the person. It's a whole thing. Anyway, we want to talk.
What do we know?
What do we know? What comic is next, please?
We've got Godzilla versus Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2. Number 1.
I don't think I need to explain that one.
It's a sequel series. It's Godzilla. It's the Power Rangers. Two flavors that go together because Power Rangers is, in many ways, kaiju fights.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah. So you've got that happening with Cullen Bunn.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, they punch and stuff. Hey, they punch and stuff real good.
There you go. That's all you need to know.
And we already did that one. This is the other cover. This is the main artist for Akugan, by the way. Absolutely gorgeous artwork, and it's good times. Sean, it has happened once before, as this is the second series for the fights. Big ol' fights. And also we have the return of Deadpool from the one and only Cody Ziegler, who is, I would say, one of the best writers Marvel has right now. And art from Roger Antoni. Yeah, it's a new Deadpool book, friends. It's exploded. It's fighty. It has a great sense of humor, and because it's Cody Ziegler, it's so much fun. Cody Ziegler, you might know from doing the Spider-Punk series right now, or the Miles Morales series, both of which is infused with so much flavor. That these characters exist with very specific stories tailored to them. And that's what's happening here as well. That's one of my biggest pet peeves about comics is if you could slap any old superhero character in the book, it's not going to hit. You have to make the story about the character. It could only be with these characters. And you got yourself some Deadpool here. We have a reprint of Sandman number 19 remastered, which reprints the original issue 19, which is the Midsummer Night's Dream, which is basically Sandman way back in the day having a bit of Shakespeare happening, but with like dream. One of the cool parts about this is it's not just the regular stuff. You've got a whole bunch of bonus content in the back and a lot of, I could show you this because it's out today. So you'll have sort of how the page appeared and how the page was developed in the back, which is really cool. Selected pages from Seal's original hand-painted color guides, basically. So that really cool for folks who like a little bit of process stuff. Sean is right. Starks would make an incredible fit for Deadpool.
That's true.
Read the heck out. He is a really good fit for Peacemaker, I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah, it's very true. I know they're different companies, but Peacemaker and Deadpool crossover would be insane.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it would be too much for everyone to handle, but it would be good.
Yeah, exactly. All right, almost done singles. We've got the fit printing of Transformers #1, which we brought in because look at that detail, friends. And if you want to look at that detail without any color, you also can. Absolutely gorgeous work. This is by the covers by Filia Bertukin, who did the art for Agent of World with Dennis Camp. Dennis Camp is going to be taking over Ultimates, and it is the big idea thinking of books like Agent of World and this sort of art style really that he married with that landed him the gig for doing Ultimates. So very excited for that. And I mean, if you haven't gotten on Transformers yet, you have another chance here. Probably one last chance before the collected edition comes out, because sent off some orders for those, baby. And I know we keep selling them single issues, so yeah. All right, Danica.
Yeah.
What book do you have for us?
Oh, yeah. So I took home Bad Dream by Nicole Maines and Rye Hickman. So it's the latest Dreamer graphic novel, rather. Very excited. I really like Nicole Maines. I think she's great. I love that she's like a multi-talented triple threat, quadruple threat. Like, so rad. It's just nice to see like actors just not only have the role of it, but like really get to develop the character in so many other mediums.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is for young adults. Naya Nell is more powerful than she could ever dream of, a highly anticipated origin story of Dreamer, the first trans superhero on TV. Naya spent her whole life taking a backseat to her older sister, Maeve, who was expected to inherit their mother's seer powers, the ability to see the future through dreams, passed down to one woman in each generation. But when Naya, a trans girl, starts having visions of the future, she must suppress her powers to protect her relationship with her sister. Soon Naya's dreams become impossible to ignore, and she has no choice but to distance herself as she navigates her new reality. Taking off for Metropolis, Naya is quickly swept up in the bustling city and, guided by her dreams, connects with a group of queer girls who feel more like sisters than her own. As Naya starts to discover her powers may be more than just a burden, she's given a choice. Accept her new responsibility as a seer or give it all up for a chance at normalcy. So I'm like most of the way there. I wanted to get as much read before the show as I could, and it's beautiful. The art is wonderful. It's wait, where is author bio? Why no bio. Oh, there we go. Sneaky.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay. Ryan has worked on, if you remember, Lonely Receiver, Moth and Whisper. Do you remember those? Those were really good.
Oh yeah.
The art makes a lot of sense now. Yeah. And yeah, actually, they were previously published under another name, so which is really cool. I didn't actually realize they would see this. So very excited. Yeah. I love it. They get really excited about dystopian fiction, good coffee, and drawing hands, which is freaking hard to do, I hear from artists.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And yeah, DC really puts a lot of effort through their YA line. And whereas a lot of companies sort of like skimp on a lot of their YA stuff, or don't really invest in the art or the lettering or whatnot, DC stuff is absolutely amazing, and it really connects with a lot of people. We've gotten a lot of libraries. Yeah,
it's so beautiful.
And co-released with that book is also the first collection of Spirit World, which was one of my absolute favorite books from last year, part of DC's We Are Legends line, which expanded the DC universe with authentic stories starring characters of Asian descent, as told by Asian talent. Wow, what a concept. The hunt is on to find Batgirl with the help of John Constantine. Spirit World follows the adventures of Xanthi Zhao, non-binary Chinese hero with the ability to travel between the land of the living and that of the spirit world, the realm of the dead. Xanthi possesses the ability to burn items folded from ceremonial joss paper and turn them into real objects. They can make anything they can fold, but their weapon of choice, magical broadsword, because who doesn't love a big sword when you can choose to wield a big sword?
Yeah, of course.
One of the things I absolutely love about this book is the fact that when this character is interacting with people who knew them from before, when they're dead named, that name is scribbled out. Basically, it is a way to communicate that this name is being said, and it is harmful. And we as readers do not need to know the name; it is harmful. And so it is scratched out, and it is communicated that that is not okay. Basically, it is really good. I love this book. And both of these, because DC is actually really good at their jobs, out during Trans Awareness Day. basically, right around there. So,
Yeah.
very cool.
Mhm.
I appreciate sword, Danica.
Well, this is gonna go up on the wall. I've asked a friend that does some woodworking, 'cause it's wood, to help me fix it. Just needs that little
Yeah.
piece, but I want to hang it on the wall. My parents had it forever. I know there's a story behind it. I have no idea. They probably
Wall
told me.
sword. Wall sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a wall sword. I will be a true nerd then.
It's been up on our walls before.
It's true, yeah. Like I just have to. It'll be these ones probably, but I still
Yeah.
want to fix this because I don't.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Very
it's
cool.
beautiful. Like it's stained and it's like I don't know, one piece carved. It's light. Anyway, I'm gonna have a wall sword. So
Wall sword.
winning.
All right.
All right.
We'll get to the rest of the stack here. There's a couple more that Danica's read, I know, in this
Yeah.
stack. But before we get to there, we have absolute zeros.
Yeah.
Welcome to Camp Launchpad. Summer is in full swing, which means a new class of kids has arrived to attend the best astronaut camp in Florida. Or at least it used to be. With growing competition from the trendy rival camp next door, Camp Launchpad needs all the help it can get to keep the doors open. Campers Val, Mark, and Pete are here for very different reasons. Following in the footsteps of an astronaut mom, living up to expectations as the vice president's son, and getting a once-in-a-lifetime scholarship. They all have one thing in common. Their futures in the stars. Launch from here! If there's still a camp to launch from.
Oh no.
Yeah, when the hotshot owner of the rival camp makes a $10 million bet that could turn Camp Launchpad around, this unlikely trio must band together to pull off a miracle. If they don't, this could be Camp Launchpad's last year ever. $10 million.
That seems like a bad decision on their part. They're the adults.
I love that this mixes just like classic rival camp shenanigans with space.
Up the stakes.
I love it. We have the third volume of Lightfall, which is absolutely amazing. This is gorgeous, gorgeous series. Like, look, just take a look at this art. Just drink it in. It is a beautiful fantasy series that we like to recommend to a lot of people, especially folks who are waiting on the next amulet, which you don't have to wait for anymore. But now you have no more amulet. So what are you gonna do?
Read Lightfall.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that. Danica knows.
I know the answer to these questions. First, you read the amulet, then you read the 5 worlds, and then you read the Lightfall.
Absolutely.
And then
So,
you talk to Brandon.
obviously, I love it. Obviously, this is a very questy, and of course, you have phrases like "accompanied by the pig wizard."
As one does.
Yeah. Just an absolutely fantastic series. Ryan, if you are looking for a good series, we can hook you up with number 1 because we've got some copies in store in preparation maybe for the third one to come out. Who knows? Seems weird. We have I Feel Awful, Thanks.
Oh my gosh.
Which Danica read. What do you think?
I read that one. That was amazing. I need to open another window. I was not prepared for that, which I should have been. No, it's really good. So it was translated, it was originally published in Spanish, and she did her own translation, which was really cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because then you can, as the writer, like, you know your context basically.
Yeah, exactly. You can really do better with the nuance than sort of like a weird translation.
There we go. That's what I mean. Yes, thank you. All right. I Feel Awful, Thanks by Lara Hill. I honestly need that on a t-shirt. Joanna has dragons inside her. Can she tame them before they burn her life down? Joanna is a young witch who secured her dream job with a coven in London. her favorite city where she can dedicate herself to creating potions, her favorite activity. However, she will soon discover the reality of city life is not so idyllic. Finding a flat is an ordeal. Her dream job is stressful, and she's totally alone. Little by little, she makes her place, but fatigue, sadness, and doubts threaten to topple her hard earned success. Until she starts talking to a professional who helps her realize in order to take care of herself, she must know herself. So this was really cool. They had a lot of, it's like this real life problems mixed with just like everyday magic. And so there's an essay in the back, and she wrote like she really thought this through, and I think it's fabulous. She actually did move to London IRL, so that's pretty cool. But also depression is a thing. And so the dragon tamer is her therapist, and they talk about emotions and how like there aren't bad emotions, they're just like overwhelming emotions and all that. And she experiences men at work. I don't want to give anything away, but just no, don't.
I know.
It's really bad. No, he's an arse. He's an arsehole. And it's incredibly real. It just feels real to literally anyone who's ever been a woman or a femme type person in a work environment. And she's also like dating this guy, and she's like 20, so she's like, I don't even know myself, and he's not that much more mature. Like there's just so much going on there. It's a really interesting book. I love the art. I think it's great, and y'all should read it.
Beautiful. The very last page
talk
just
about it all night.
Yeah, the very last page just has the words, "It's okay to not be okay," steaming out of a cauldron.
Yeah, I also want that on a t-shirt.
Yep.
I have so many t-shirts. Maybe I should just get it on tattoos or something.
Lara Pickle.
Lara Pickle. Yeah.
We have the newest volume of this mighty Marvel team-up series. It's Spider-Man Lost in the Quantum Realm, featuring the Fantastic Four. Because the places where you can find great all ages Marvel content is not from Marvel. It is, this one's from Amulet Books from Abrams. During an average morning of heroic deeds, Spider-Man is interrupted by the Fantastic Four Namor with distressing news. The great underwater city of Atlantis has disappeared, and the heroes need Spider-Man's help to find it. Spider-Man takes on uncertain mission, hoping not to disappoint the heroes. But when the other superheroes start to go missing around the city, Spidey realizes he might need more than just superpowers to save the day. Featuring fantastic heroes like Ant-Man, Wasp, She-Hulk, author and artist Mike Mack, sends Spider-Man into the strange world of the quantum realm. Who in our household likes She-Hulk? Households, I should say.
I think Kit. Out of all of the cats, I feel like Kit would identify with being an angry woman.
They buried the lead here.
Being able to transform into something with claws. Anyway,
you know who else is in this book?
Mm.
See if you can see him way down at the bottom.
What? Oh, he's so small. Who is that? I can't. Oh!
It's Jeff the Land Shark, baby.
Why would they make him so tiny?
They definitely buried the lead.
Oh my god!
Flipping through, it's like, oh, it's Jeff.
The shape didn't make sense until it was like really, 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 really close. My brain was like, Silver Surfer.
Any spoilers here?
Oh, baby! That's a good baby. Oh my god.
Oh, that was exciting.
Yeah, it was like the triangle shape, and I couldn't, like, my brain just couldn't wrap my head around it. And so I was like, I don't know, Silver Surfer, like, is he silver? He's got a surfboard? No. It took me way too long. What's next? What can I read?
We've got Sacrificers. The next one you'll talk more about.
Okay.
So Sacrificers is one of the newest from Rick Remender. He's working with Max Fiumura and his regular color artist, Dave Kaeg. This is wild and harrowing. One of the things I really like about Rick Remender is if you ever hear him in interviews, he will talk about the why he is making a book, because he likes to have a purpose with his storytelling. And then he just goes cuckoo bananas because he's Rick Remender. Tomorrow is a Harmony Paradise, thanks to 5 families who make everything perfect for the price of 1 child per household. Now, as that bill comes due, a son expected to give everything for a family that never loved him. An affluent daughter determined to destroy a utopia must unite to end one generation's unnaturally protracted ruin. So this is very much kind of the sins of the elders, hand down the sacrifices that need to be made by the younger generation in order to maintain society. Except, high fantasy. It's gorgeous and has like a lot of great storytelling, just in emotions and the character types and drawings. So I really highly recommend this book. Who are these weirdos?
It's Doom Patrol.
Yay! Your sweet babies.
My sweet broken babies. I think if I spell unstoppable correct instead of unstoppable Doom Patrol.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, unstopped. They're unstopped. Gosh. All right. Okay, so after the events of Lazarus Planet, what?
I just telling Squeed just a little bit longer.
Oh no, is he freaking out at the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, he never makes it a full hour.
No.
I think he knows his time is coming, and he's like, "My floofs are ready." And then he's like, "But the door isn't open." And then
I have done the juge. I'm ready for my
Yeah.
close-ups.
he has to work on his collar proofs.
Yup.
After the events of Lazarus Planet, more people than ever have active metagenes. Most of these new metahumans have become misfits, shunned and imprisoned by a fearful society. They're hidden away in the dark, lost to a system that only sees them as weapons or guillotines, ticking time bombs that can only be defused by the unstoppable Doom Patrol, led by Crazy Jane's mysterious new alter ego known as the Chief. Robot Man, a Luster Woman, and Negative Man are joined by their brand new teammates, Beast Girl and Degenerate, on a mission to save the world by saving the monsters. Yes. My sweet broken babies are helping us. They do. They always do, and it's awesome. So I'm glad there will be more Doom Patrol from this team.
Yeah, I'm very happy that like Doom Patrol is one of those books that Danica kind of latched onto, or teams I should say that you've latched onto, and you've read pretty much everything at this point.
Everything. Yeah, definitely, and some that isn't. I read some like early aughts stuff, and I read it. That's all you need to know. No, I think there's probably still more for me to read, but I feel like I've read everything.
There are. We'll get you hooked up with that DC Unlimited app, or sorry,
yes,
not Unlimited.
Yeah, which is
Infinite
right,
app.
because it's like Marvel Unlimited, DC Infinite.
Yeah.
Same word in my mind. Yeah.
Get
No,
you
it's
some
okay.
more
Yeah, I love it. I think they're fun. And I'll watch the show again, and it will break my heart once more.
Oh, that finale! We were both just like balls of tears.
Like it broke me. Like full on Jeremy Bearimy. It broke me. I was just So if you want to cry, don't just go to the finale because then none of the emotions will make any sense to you. You have to watch the 4 seasons, but then you will be destroyed.
They did such a good job of it being just out there bonkers with loose butts.
Yeah, the butts are loose, Brandon.
Butts are loose. To all this heartfelt pathos that is just like, ugh, it was such a well-made show. It's just absolutely remarkable.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 left. One is the newest from Nate Powell, who you might know from the March series as the artist.
Excuse me.
This one.
Do you want me? No, you have the flag.
At first glance, the band Diamond Mine seems to have emerged in 1979 as Arkansas's first punk group. Instead, this quartet is revealed to be interdimensional travelers from 1994, guided largely against their will by a powerful spell that vocalist Diana embedded to their song "Fall Through." As Diamond Mine tours the country, each performance of the song triggers a fracturing of space-time, perceptible only by the band's members as they're transported to alternate worlds in which they've never existed, but their band's legend has. That is until Jody, the band's bassist and the story's protagonist, finds herself disrupting Diana's sorcery, even at the cost of her own beloved work and legacy. While some band members perpetually seek the free space offered by the underground punk scene to escape from their mundane or traumatic lives, others work towards it as a means of expression, connection, and growth, even if it means eventually outgrowing Sisyphean patterns and inevitably outgrowing their beloved band family altogether. So a little bit of punk, a little bit of time and space travel.
Wow.
And full-on girl group, baby! Which, like, you've been getting into a lot of angry lady rock.
I'm getting into my angry phase. No, it's not a phase; it's a lifestyle.
Your angry phase.
Angie, I am an Angie bear as well. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
No, I think a lot of me getting into like the early to mid '90s stuff is because I was too young at the time to really enjoy it. I was like 10, so I was like,
exactly.
I didn't know to be angry at the men's. Now I do. Wait, brandish a sword.
We got props now.
I got props. I love it. I have the sword at the house, but now I have it here. So maybe I'll put it on the wall. Ooh.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
That would be a very good place for that. You're right.
I gotta work on my background because it's far blank. It's literally blank. Anyway, yeah, it sounds fun. Sounds kind of something that's out of his wheelhouse, which is really cool.
Yeah. All right, and finally, we've got this big boy. It is the complete Jason Aaron run on Ghost Rider. Quite possibly the best run this character has ever had, ever. It is absolutely one of my favorite reads in general. You get about 23 issues of absolutely awesome Ghost Rider work. One of the things I really liked about it was Jason Aaron went into the book and said, Ghost Rider is not a superhero, he is a grindhouse character. And so all the characters, or all the storylines really revolve around that. You have in one story arc there, the first story arc, there's like these 4 different things that come barreling towards each other at one point in time, and just really all explode in the middle of this town. There's like chainsaw nurses, gun wielding nuns, a road that has like hands that come and grab people out of it. Town cannibal, that sort of thing. All sort of in the first arc, and all converging on one spot. It's super wild, and I love it. It's silly bonkers, and I think a lot of people would get a huge kick out of this run. All right. Well, that's going to do it. Vamp for the nice folks while I unleash the Squisherman.
I got it. Ha. This is my sword. I'm going to hang it up. I think I'm going to hang it up on that wall. Yeah. Sword. Anyway, I'm having fun decorating my place. I brought some art over. I brought a lot of books over. I've got to bring some shelves. But yeah, I've got my desk set up and have a home office, which is pretty cool. I brought Joy and Max, so those monsters are with me now. And actually, the cat's quality of life has been so good. The boys don't have to worry about being trapped in the room anymore, so they're a lot happier, separated. And nobody's alone, basically. So Brandon's got the 3, I've got the 2, and yeah, I think the cats are. Joy gets a little bit, longing for the fjords, where she sits in front of the window and just goes, and I'm like, I chose the basement suite so you'd have the window right there with the ground, and then so you wouldn't freak out. And she's like, but
Mama, the ground is right there.
It's right there. Let me out. And I go, no. There's traffic, there's people, there's the city, there's the sidewalk. No, she doesn't care about that. So that's been the only hang up. 90% of the time, they're fine. They love it. They're so happy. They're so much more relaxed because they have the whole space. And there's no shut doors, with the exception of the closets. But they're chill. Max is just full on pancaking on the floor right now. He's great. But I mean, to be fair, he's fine as long as I'm around.
Yeah, exactly. When you leave, it's trouble.
Oh yeah, no. If I go to work, it's the end of days. But once I come home, he's like, "Oh my god, I
let you go forever, and then didn't even do anything."
Yeah, that's my boy. Oh, love him. Anyway, I vamped about cats, and
I love it. Yeah, honestly, this has been an incredible decision that we made. And it shall continue because morale improved.
It did, from not just the cats,
exactly.
but from us as well, which should have been the top point, but really the top point is cats.
Yeah.
Well, this improved the cat's quality of life because, screw us, whatever. Hi, Squee. Hi, buddy.
Yeah, we can figure it out.
Yeah, we're cats, us, secondary. So.
He's like, where is she?
Where is she? A fighter. Wait, what? No fighting.
Kung Fu Mama.
Oh my god. Hi. Shark boy.
Hey, buddy.
Aw. Hey, dude.
All right, folks. So I think if I do this while this is happening, you can get more of a look at Squisherman as well.
That can be teeny tiny.
Wow. So it is the end of the show, and it's time that we look out and we see all the wonderful people out there. We say, hey, thanks for being there. We hope you all know that we are here for you too. So today, if you want to be seen through the magic mirror, we highly suggest you make a comment before the end of the show, and we will take a little gander, see what we can see. All right, I'm looking out and seeing Bryce. Hello, Bryce. I'm seeing Ben. Hi, Ben. I'm seeing the one and only Foley. Oh, you were probably muted too.
Oh no, I was waiting for you.
I was
so working on timing.
Yeah, the timing wouldn't work because it's just a little off.
I didn't want to. Okay, well you can do that alone then. It's fine. It's fine. It's
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And you can too during many of our work hours. We're open from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on Saturdays
Wow.
and Sundays.
Oh. Did you mute yourself? You did. Brandon, you're muted. There you go. I don't know how you did that. Did he do that?
Somebody walked across some controls is what happened.
Oh, I wonder who that could be. I was trying to find that
That's so
banner
weird.
where it has our address, our current address, and it's not
Oh, yeah.
there anymore. So we need to make a new banner.
It's weird. It's weird because it'll only do it on like mine or yours.
Well, it took my okay, not that one.
Oh, not that one? Okay. How about this one?
Wait, ticker? Oh. Ha! Serves you right, I have control too. I can't read that one though. It's too small. Wait, if I go full screen. Booyah.
All right. I should be doing this.
Yeah. There we go.
All right.
That's where we
Well,
are. That's where we are.
So yeah, Squee walked across something and now you're coming through here and not my headphones.
What? Okay, well I didn't change anything. We should
So,
wrap this up.
Yeah. So out
Buddy.
here to the comments. I'm seeing Sean. Hello, Sean. I'm seeing Austin. Hello, Austin. We are not seeing Connor Kent, but maybe one day. We're seeing Kate. Hello, Kate.
Sir, do not scratch my chair. Sir.
But Mama, what if you want to do it? And I'm seeing
He
Ryan. Hello, Ryan.
Hi. Yeah, he wants me to pay attention. I'm seeing Max because he won't go away. That's okay.
Needs more of a table to be a superstar over there too.
It's true. I might figure something out. Maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, all
Thanks,
right, folks.
everyone.
We will
God.
see you all either at the store or here next week. Hope you know that we all think of you very kindly. And we'll talk again soon. Bye.
Bye.